let's get it right over to Chief Meteorologist Samantha Jacks, who is here to break down everything that we can expect for the rest of the day. Yeah, just as you guys called it, Sam, this lake effect snow, it is certainly hitting some of the lakeshore counties.
Yeah, absolutely, Tanner. And it's not going to stop. I think that's the biggest message that we need to make sure gets out today. What the roads look like right now are only going to deteriorate. Of course, road crews are going to do the best they can to keep up with them. But underneath these consistent lake effect bands, the combination of visibility being nearly at zero at times, and of course the blowing snow, not going to help things out by any means. Northwesterly winds sustained at around 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting at 30. Feels like conditions cold, to say the least. 1 degree in Grand Rapids, 7 in Holland, 7 in Big Rapids, 5 for those of you in Fremont. And throughout the day today, while yes, we gain a touch of heat, we'll make our way back into the upper teens to low 20s. That certainly isn't giving us much relief. Headed throughout your Friday as well, while the lake effect snow will come to a close and winds will die down late tonight and into your Friday, we do still continue on with very cold temperatures. Satellite and radar, the most persistent bands extending through western portions of Muskegon County, stretching down through Ottawa County and into Allegan, and then filling in all to the south and west from there. We will continue to see these lake effect bands in our southwest zone, but I also anticipate a slight tilt in the wind in terms of its direction. When that happens, it's going to take these bands from southwest orientation to a bit more of a northerly orientation, which means everybody to the west of US 131 seeing a consistent band of snow that's actually not just being fueled by Lake Michigan, but Lake Superior as well. When that happens, it has more what we call fetch over the lake. The more time that this cold air can spend over our relatively warmer waters, the more moisture it gains and the stronger those bands become. So we see this consistent until about 7 p.m. tonight. If you're east of US 131, your impacts in terms of lake effect snow are going to be much lower, but please be cautious of that black ice on the roadways. Don't fool yourself into thinking that the roads are smooth sailing this morning. If you're only going 40 miles per hour on the expressway, it's because of the ice that's there, even though the roads look clear. All right, throughout your Friday, we see that lake effect snow come to a close, maybe a few light flurries, but that's the extent of it. In terms of that one pertinent band, that's all the areas that are highlighted in pink. That's our winter storm warning. 6 to 8 inches of snow in that zone, but I would not be surprised if we see 10 to even a foot of snow reports coming out of there. Outside on the weather deck this morning, we've already received 2 inches of snowfall. I expect us to experience another 2 to 3 inches throughout the day today. 28 degrees for Baldwin, 27 in Greenville. But be mindful of the fact that even with these temperatures reading in the upper 20s, our strong winds are going to consistently make it feel even colder outside. The rest of your 13 on your side 7-day forecast. In some cases, yes, it's nice to see the warm up for those that are wanting the snow to stick around, snowmobiling, skiing. We do have warm enough temperatures next week that it will melt. We also have rainfall chances, which will diminish any snowpack.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.